Tommy Stamp, what's going on, brother? Well, man, this really pisses me off. I get here, the wind's blowing like crazy. So I didn't even break the fly rod out. I just left it in the Jeep. I get both my rods baited up. I get them out there. The water turns to glass. The wind quits blowing, and there is fish. I just seen probably a 4-pound trout jump out there. I mean, it's boiling. So, son of a bitch, I gotta get my fly rod. Maybe I'll wait a minute. I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, Tommy? So I got liver on one of them for catfish, and on that far one I've got a kind of an off-white color of power bait. And I've never seen that ever happen in this part of the valley, where the wind's blowing first thing in the morning and then it stops. This is Ellensburg. The wind blows here constantly. I've never seen it do this. Nice, Tommy. I hope you get out there, brother. Oh man, I gotta go get my fly rod. I just seen another big. Yeah, they're fucking boiling out there, man. I'll have to reel one of these in. I think I'll reel the one in with the liver on it. John P. brother, what's going on? So, when I got here, the wind was blowing to beat hell. So I didn't even get out my fly rod. I got out my 2 spinners. I put liver on one, and I got power bait on that other one. And then, after I get both my lines, hey Martin, what's up? After I get both my poles baited up and in the water, the wind dies down, it turns to glass, and the fish are just freaking rolling out there. So I already reeled one of my rods in. I'm gonna go over there and grab my fly rod and my vest and get rigged up. Hey Flora, what's going on? Gabriel, welcome. Good to see you guys. So I gotta run over to the truck real quick and grab my fly gear. Alright guys, I'm back. See what I missed, if anything. Squirrel Sniper, what's going on? Get you rinsed up. Yeah, I just got here. I've only had a line in for not even 10 minutes. But I'm going to put my fly rod together because the fish are rolling on top, jumping completely out of the water. I mean, most of the action's happening out in the middle, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean they're not here. Hey, Billy Bob, what's going on, brother? Squirrel Sniper, I gave you a wrench so you can hook up with everybody. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's get this together. Excuse me, rod. I keep calling it a pull, it's a rod. Scottish Mike, what's going on, my friend? How are you today? So I got here this morning and the wind was blowing to beat hell, so I didn't even get my fly rod. I get both my spinners baited up in the water, wind dies, and the fish just explode out there. So I'll put my fly rod together now. Go. So I'm gonna put a white egg on here. I got about 8 foot a leader, so I'm not gonna put a bung on. I'll let my float line take it, and it should be able to handle one of these egg flies no problem, if I can find it. Thanks for coming in today, guys. Excellent. So what I'm putting on here, guys, is this a white egg that has a blood spot in one side. Yeah, baby. A little squirrely on that one. What I'm doing is a real slow retrieve. Just enough to keep the line straight on that egg. Look at that here. E-Wolf, what's going on, man? Hey, Chloe. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, Nature Guy, what's going on, man? Get caught up on chat here. I got 2 poles in. I got my fly rod out, and then I got a yep, flicking me rod. Keep that line straight. My that egg fly is probably down there about 10 feet. I don't have a bung on. I'm just letting the float line suspended. And like I said, I'm doing a real slow retrieve. Yeah, I can see fish just porpoising out of the water. Some are coming completely airborne. Out all the way. Let the egg sit there for a bit. Man, that sun is bright. So this rod over here that I got bait on, I got some, it's kind of an off-white, light tan colored power bait. And it's got a little bit of glitter and, you know, some little red streaks in it here and there. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. You can see the ripples in the water out there where the wind's blowing over there. But right here, it's like glass. No wind at all. Man, I might have to go to the truck and get my water. I got freaking cottonmouth, something fierce. So, Chloe, how do the girls, they probably love school, don't they? Get to go see all their friends. It's probably not even like school to them. It's more like a social club. At least that's how school was for me in America. Yeah, this lake looks like it's about a foot high. The water's a little bit high. Sit for a minute. Oh, really? That's awesome, man. I fucking hated school the whole time. I don't know. I think I might have to put a strike indicator on there because I see it keep dropping line. What I don't want, there's about I would say between 3 and 4 feet of vegetation on the bottom, and so I'm running about 7-8 foot a leader, and then it's taken down to probably the last 4 feet of my float line. But I think it keeps taking line. What I don't want to do is get down in those weeds. Oh, I gotta put a strike indicator on. Can't believe nothing's hit that power bait yet. Hey Steve, what's going on, brother? My barrel brother is here. Oh, cool. That's good getting Jordy out in public. Let's see, we're going to run it long, real long. So that's about 6 or 7 feet. Teachers hated you? Gee, I wonder why. I'll bet you never messed with them, did you, Chloe? Line up a little bit here. There we go. Oh man, that was picture perfect. Okay, so now I know for sure my fly is not going to be down into the weeds. Every time I'm holding my fly rod, I always think Doug telling me, keep that tip in the water. Keep the line static. Believe how nice it got. I thought it was just going to be a shitty windy. Oh, bald eagle. Oh, just snagged a fish, man. Bald eagle just grabbed a fish. You guys will see him come across the screen here in a minute. There he goes. He just got him a fish. Oh, there's a raven chasing. He's going to try to steal it. The raven's gaining on him. Eagle knows he's back there. It's going to be a dogfight. I can't believe that raven's going to try to steal that fish. still chasing him, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, showing me how it's done. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it, man. Doing a real slow retreat, just enough to keep the line straight. Somewhat straight. Yeah, about the last 5 feet of my float line had coils in it. Driving me nuts. Yeah, there's that wind. That's okay, it's not too bad yet. Side wind, it ain't too bad, but trying to cast into a headwind, I have a hell of a time with it. Hopefully that wind will die back down. Not too bad for casting directly into the wind. I can live with that. Let that sucker sit there for a moment. I'm just gonna look at chat real quick here. Yes, they are, aren't they? Top G, what's going on, my man? Thanks for stopping in. You know, that's what I said too. Yeah, it is a nice day. I say the same thing. If I would have known I was going to live this long, I would have definitely took better care of myself. Turn this in case I do catch a fish. You guys will be able to see it. Bed for casting into the wind. So I was fishing these strike indicators totally wrong. Hey Adrian, what's going on, man? Fabian, what's up, brother? Yeah, so you know, I fished bobbers with bait and with jigs, and basically, you know, you're waiting to see the bobber dip. Well, with trout and the strike indicator, you look for like a vibration, like when you see an insect hit the surface of the water, how they send out those little. Well, that's what you'll see on the strike indicator, and that means there's a fish there. I want to fish this end over here, so we're going to move right over to here. In that direction. Rob Green, what's going on, man? Yeah, I got one pole over there with power bait on it. And then I got my fly rod. The wind's coming up a little bit, but I'm still able to cast. But man, I got cottonmouth bad. I gotta go get my water. What fly do I have on? I got a white egg fly with a blood spot in it, with a red blood spot. And I've got a strike indicator on, and about, I would say, around 6 to 7 feet of leader behind that bung. Yeah, I was watching them. They were rolling out there when I first got here. Yeah, it's stocked. So what it is in the spring, this time of year, they put between, I think it's 1 and 3 pounders. And then in the fall, they dump the brood stock in here, which is anywhere from 5 to 12 pounds. There's big fish in here. I've seen them come at my, keep my hands on this rod. Phone call in the middle of my live stream. How's it going? I haven't had any bites or anything. I didn't have any bites. I haven't had any action yet. Fucking glad that guy fucking left. It's like that's what I do when I see somebody fly fishing. I go fucking stand right behind him. Like, get the fuck out of here, guy. Yeah, no shit, man. Do I hang the fly before casting? I don't know what you mean by that, Rob. If you mean, am I drying it out? No. Strip it? No. Okay, gotcha. Comes that damn rain. I'm gonna have to wait a minute before I get a cast. Here comes that wind. You guys can probably see it on the water. I might want to reel that bait in and get it. Yeah, when I try, the wind's coming right into my face, so when I try to cast, it just stacks it up big time. But I think, let's go over here and check this bait. It's been out there, how long has it been out there? 1 hour? Nah, I'll give it another 30 minutes. But there's catfish in here too that I didn't know. I think it was, I can't remember who told me there was channel cats in here. Hi Julie, how's it going? Yeah, it's a bit of a breeze, man. It's tough for me to cast into it. Having a hard time seeing that screen. Hopefully that wind dies down again. But Ellensburg, usually once the wind starts, it just keeps picking up more and more. And by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the wind will be 40 miles an hour, 30, 40 miles an hour. It's kind of cool that I can use my rod holders on this dock. They slip right inside the grating. It's pretty slick. I'll let you guys check it out. You can see the rod holder there. It's slipped into the grate. Works pretty good. Oh, turn this camera back around. Hey, Rod, what's going on, man? Get you hooked up, mister. Whoops, whoops. Uh-oh. I fucked that up, man. Sorry, I was trying to make you... Damn it. Sorry, Rod. Okay, there we go. And then... Sorry, I hit the wrong one, Rod, there. I was trying to give you a wrench, brother. I hope you don't leave. Okay, right on, buddy. Right on. Well, I guess since I'm not fly fishing, we'll go over here and stare at the bell. You betcha, Rod, anytime, man. I think the first time I ever seen you was at Maddie's, I think. What the hell's going on here with this thing? There it goes. Let's lower this a little bit here. There we go. Danny, the Stinger Manny, what is going on, brother? Oops, I gotta turn this around. There we go. Now we can see it. When does the bar open? Yeah, no shit, right? Got my favorite little inn. It's halfway between here and my house. Actually, yeah, it's about halfway. And it was a really good restaurant. We used to stop in there all the time and have drinks and lunch or dinner. And it closed down for a couple of years, but it's opened back up. I stopped in there about 4 months ago, and they don't have a liquor license yet, because I was going to swing in there and have a sandwich and a beer. I know. But I'll tell you right now, you know, normally back in the day when I was young, I'd be not this early in the morning, but if I was fishing out here in the afternoon or evening, I would have an ice chest with a few cold beers in it. But anymore, Fish and Game, they have the same authority as any law enforcement, so they can issue you a DWI. You know, they can really stick it to you. And when I'm out in my boat, there's no alcohol in the boat at all. And even when I'm fishing like this, I might stop somewhere on the way home and have a beer and a sandwich or a burger, but that's about it. But man, I remember when I was young, me and my buddies, I'd get off work on a Friday night and we'd head down to the river up in Ponderay County. First thing we do is build a big fire. Well, first thing we do is get our poles in the water and then build a big fire and start making drinks. And there was a lot of alcohol involved. How you doing today, Danny? I hope you're well. I see somebody's using, I see lots of red, pink, green, orange power bait. Lots of it. And I'm glad they I don't know, it's probably county, I don't know who's doing it, but this guy's grading this road on the for in and out here. But I'm sure I'm glad he is, because man, that road is just nothing but washboard. You know, that's what we did too, Rod. You know, the fishing just interfered with our drinking. But it, you know, crazy as it seems, I caught a lot more fish when I was doing it when I was drinking. But I wasn't fly fishing either. And usually back in those days, we would put, we'd have 4 poles in the water. We didn't care about a 2-pole endorsement or anything like that. We just did what we wanted. Terry B, what's going on, brother? Yeah, absolutely. You gotta toast the catch. So that line's been in for, okay, I'll give it another 20 minutes and then I'll reel it in, check that bait. So did you finally get into them, Terry? How many fish did you catch yesterday? Yeah, if that wind had died down a little bit, I'd try that fly rod again, but that's a floating bait, and I've got about, I'd say about 5-6 foot a leader behind my sinker, and it's a slip sinker. So that bait, I know that bait's not in the weeds because it's floating power bait. Nice. Yeah, that's a good looking reel you got, man. I'm glad you're happy with it. I've never had good luck with those type of reels. I've always used a spinner. But I don't know what I do wrong, but I always do something wrong with them and either snap my weight off or get a huge bird's nest in it. But I haven't tried one in about 30 years, and that was before I knew about having somebody hold the spool for you when you're spooling your reel, and let it pay out that way. I would let it come off and coil, so I was winding that line up as I was putting it on. In my younger days, I was stupid. Double stacks the line. That sucks. Yeah, I was watching a guy this morning fishing up on Lake Roosevelt here in Washington State, and he was on a little kayak, and he had 2 poles out. He was trolling. He was using paddles. He wasn't using, the foot paddles. He wasn't using a trolling motor, and he was catching some incredible rainbows. I mean, I seen him catch about probably 7 or 8 fish. And he had one rainbow that was a hatchery fish that was, I would say, between 5 and 6 pounds. But he was catching a lot of wild fish, 3 and 4 pounds, which I'm really glad to see him catching wild rainbows like that, man. Can't keep any of the wild fish. The only fish you can keep are hatchery fish. But he was knocking the hell out of them, man. He was doing good. I'm going to... I showed my wife the pictures, and she wants to put the camper on the truck and hook the boat up. So I got to get check the batteries, make sure they're good, do a start on it, get it out of the garage, get the boat fired up. I wonder if this guy needs me to move that Jeep. It's doing the grading. Yeah, those fish were so chrome looking. It was, oh man, those were nice looking fish, man. It wasn't one of those fish that were spawned out. I think he caught a couple of little kokanees too. I think that's what he was actually targeting, but he was just kept hammering the rainbows. He had a flasher on that was probably, I'd say about 1.25 inches wide and probably 3 inches long, chrome with a pink tip on it. And then he was running, I would say, about 18 inches a leader, and he had a little pink squid looking jig on there, and they were hammering it, and he was running it about 17 foot deep. The kokanees, when I got into them, I was getting them between 40 and 70 feet. In the lake I was fishing for them in, they run a lot deeper. Yeah, and up at Lake Chelan, I got a buddy that fishes for kokanee up there, and they're big kokanee up there. They're 18 inches up there, 20, but he uses downriggers, and he catches them between 80 and 100 feet. All right, Ron, thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully that wind dies down. working that fly rod again. Yep, that's about where they run in Chelan too, Ewos. I don't know. I think it was you that told me there's channel cats in here, wasn't it, Ewos? I know it. That's what I need to do. Right over there. And that's what I think I'm gonna do right now, is pitch a fly over there, because I've had hits over there before. Hell yeah. Turn you guys around so I can talk to you here. I think you guys can see my indicator right there on the right side. Fucking right on, man. My fly went right up over that limb, and I couldn't tell if it double wrapped or not. I just slowly pulled it and it dropped into the water. Oh, I thought I lost that fly. sit for a minute. All right, Rob, thanks for coming in, man. Northern, what's up, man? I've been good, Northern Fishing. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. Haven't had any bites yet, man. I got a white egg fly on with the strike indicator and probably about 8 foot of leader between them. And then I got a spinner rod on with some kind of whitish colored power bait. Yeah, I haven't had any luck yet, man. And I can see that egg, that the water is so clear, it's unbelievable. It's kind of high today, though. But you know what? It's hour and a half. I'm going to check this bait. Reset it. Suck it down here. Oh, dude. Okay, got that reset. Sorry about that, guys. Caught up in chat. Yeah, it was when I was coming over Blewett this morning, it was 26 degrees up there. I'm glad it's calmed down now. It's starting to warm up pretty good. In fact, probably another half hour I'll be losing this shirt. All right, I'm gonna pitch this fly. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hey, Marines and Army Mom, what's going on? So, we've had absolutely nothing with the egg fly with the blood spot. So, I'm thinking about putting a buzzer on, man. Seriously thinking about the buzzer. I'm gonna try one of these copperback. Come on, baby. Nope, ain't happening. I think this guy needs me to move my Jeep. Maybe, maybe not. So here's what I'm putting on. Kind of a midge looking thing, I guess, with copper wire on it. See how that works. Okay. Let that sit for a minute. Put you guys back over here. No, none yet, man. Hey, Cindy, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Nothing yet, no bites. I just changed flies. You know, we have considered going to Europe. My wife and I both really want to do the United Kingdom. And if we didn't do the United Kingdom, we'd probably do like Sweden and Norway. Yeah, I can't believe this lake is high. The water's about a foot high. Yeah, I'm actually casting about 30 feet the opposite direction. The wind blows it in kind of toward those trees. Denmark, yeah, Denmark would be cool too. I've been good, Cindy. Oh man, that sounds awesome, buddy. Yeah, that wind is really blowing my bobber around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a minute before I can cast again. Water. Bring the good scotch, right on. Yeah, if there was only one country out of all of Europe that we could visit, it would definitely be, we both agree on Scotland. Hey, Alois, what's going on, man? Austria does? You know, I wouldn't mind going to Austria at all. I really like their architecture. My wife's really intrigued by all the castles, though. But I mean, Austria's got some pretty wild-looking castles itself. Hey, Skipjack Cindy, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. One, two, while I got you here. My thermos here. I got a couple of $2 wins in the duck races at Skipjack Cindy's. I got this really cool sticker, and I also got two $2 bills, and I got a little duck sticker that I'm gonna send to my granddaughter. I also have Bay 8, Yoshi at Bay 8, Slap a Fish, and then the LA sticker. Yoshi sent me all those. Thank you, Cindy and Travis. I appreciate you guys. You guys should go over and check out the duck races, and sometimes they do horse races, but mostly ducks. And they catch monster catfish. Thanks for hanging out, Flora. Yeah, if that wind dies down a little bit, I'll try casting again here. The last one kind of scared me, though. I accidentally pitched it about 30 feet away from the trees, and the wind caught it, and it blew me right in front of the tree. So I've already hit a branch once, but I was able to get my rig back. I got my fly rod out, but I also have one pole behind me here with power bait on it. So the next time I come out here, I'm bringing white marshmallows because I don't know, it was a couple months ago when I was at this lake. Down on that other end, a guy said he put 3 marshmallows on a number 6 hook and threw it out. There was about, I don't know, I think he had about 4 foot a leader behind a slip sinker, and he caught a real nice 3-pounder. And he told me he comes out here every time, and he was only in the water for not even 5 minutes. He was didn't even get his other pole baited up when he caught that fish. So I think next time I come out, I'm gonna bring some white marshmallows. Ooh, minus 25. I don't know if fish can get diabetes. I know that I quit using corn because the trout can't digest corn. And I learned that from luminaries. That's why she doesn't use corn, and I don't use it anymore either. I had no idea that trout couldn't digest corn, but I know when I cleaned them, I've seen them with a gut full of corn, only probably because they couldn't digest it. Yeah, they'll get diabetes from the marshmallows. No kidding. By God, I think I might be getting a bite. You guys see that rod? Yoshi brother, what's up? I was just showing your stickers on my water jug. That might just be the wind blowing that pole. Yeah, I'm bottom fishing right now on that rod you're looking at. It's hopefully I catch a catfish. A little too much wind for me. Hey Ron, what's going on? A little too much wind for me for the fly rod. I'm fishing by these trees here. I already caught one branch, but I was able to get my fly back. It didn't wrap up. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if that wind dies down again. It's the only thing I don't like about this place is all the highway noise, but there's big trout in here. I want to catch one. I might, the next time I bring that rod in, I might go ahead and switch the bait out, put some red on. I see a lot of red and green power bait. I've got it's kind of an off color of white on there. How much power I got left? 100% still. I've been down here for an hour and 45 minutes, so my little battery pack works pretty good. It gives me about 3.5 hours, and then the phone battery is 3.5 hours. So I I hardly ever, I don't think I'll ever stream for 7 hours straight. No, I haven't had any luck, Martin. I haven't even had a bite. Like I said, I got that power bait out, and I've been tossing a fly. I just switched to I put a little nymph on there. I was throwing an egg with a egg fly with a blood spot in it. Didn't get anything. Yeah, right now I've got a little nymph on there on about a size, I would say 14 hook, and it's black, and it's got copper wire down the back of it. Got a little bit of a tail, not much. Last time I was down here, I had a zebra midge on, and I got a few bites on it, but I never could connect. Southern Dave, what's going on, man? What battery pack I got? It's a, we got it on Marlboro Miles. It's a little, I think it's a 1000. Battery capacity, 5,000, excuse me. Is that what that says? Yep, 5,000. It's a, it's called an OtterBox. It's just real small, smaller than a pack of cigarettes. But it, for free, you know, I cashed in our Marlboro Miles. They, you know what they were when I got here? I mean, there was big fish, I mean, coming completely out of the water, airborne. But I haven't seen not one fish roll or jump on the surface, but I haven't seen any in the last hour. Yeah, that's why I went ahead and I put that midge on, and I got it. I could see that white egg I had in there, and I'm about a foot over the vegetation. I mean, I don't know if I could get it any closer, because every once in a while, if you hit a stringer of seaweed, you'll pull it in. Yeah, I got buzzers. I'm thinking about, I was gonna put a buzzer on, and I went ahead and changed my mind and put that nymph on. The wind is dying down. You know what though, I'm gonna throw a buzzer on, because that was my original thought. Died down enough for me to start casting again with the fly rod. So yeah, here's what I put on. Let me turn this thing around. I'm kind of limited on them, on my colors. Let me hook this guy right there. Okay. A copper John, is that what that's called? So, I don't know, man. I might only have, I've only got like two, I've got two more of those copper Johns, but I've got like, I've got these two buzzers right here next to that egg. A couple more copper Johns. I got a bunch of emergers. But yeah, those two nymphs, they're pretty close to the same. One's got a, looks like a brass bead. The other one's got a silver bead on it. Okay. I'll put an emerger on then. Well, I'll put one of those buzzers on, the one with the brass head on it, or silver bead, I think. They've got that nice blue in the body. So let me cut this guy off here. Olive or red. Gotcha. What the hell is going on here? There it goes. I don't know. What do you think about this one here? It's got a red, it's got the green body. Yeah, maybe you can see it better that way. What do you think about that one, Martin? Okay, man, I'll put it on. I've never ran one of these before. This color, I mean. Oh, right on, man. I'm ready. Get this baby in the water. Yürümez. Trucker's got a loose tarp there. A.T. Smith, what's going on? If you guys can see that indicator out there, I think you can. I gotta take this jacket off, man. This is turning out to be a freaking gorgeous day today, man. The wind is completely stopped. The only bad part is the sun is just on the water. Oh, I just seen a fish jump out there. Oh, there's another one rolling. Right on, right on, right on. Yep. All right. Yep, another one jumped over there. All right, it's coming back alive now. It's a little early in the year for like a hopper or a muddler, because the grasshoppers are not out. And I'm freaking loving this, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. I got that leader set perfect. It's about a foot over the vegetation. I'm just gonna let that sucker sit there for a minute. Wow, I can see the body of this fly when I give it a little bit of bump or a little bit of jiggle. I can see that blue body, that peacock herald flashing in the water. Wow, I didn't know that peacock herald did that. And for some reason, it just makes that red stick out like a sore thumb, man. It's a pretty good looking fly. Looks a lot more impressive in the water. Man, that was fucking picture perfect. I'll tell you, Yoshi, whatever you do, brother, don't give up, man. Hey, Terry, what's up, brother? What fish are in here? Rainbows, largemouth bass, bluegill, crappie, yellow perch. I think they've fished the yellow perch out of here, though. I honestly do. And channel cat. Yeah, I have to give this strike indicator a pop because that fly, even though it's got a bead head on it, it stays dry until I give it a pop, make it go wet, and then I'm watching it, and it only goes about 2 feet down maybe, and doesn't go any deeper than that. It kind of stays suspended in the water column. I'm keeping my hands on this rod, man. Oh yeah, they're fucking boiling out there. I can see them, freaking wakes everywhere out there. In case I do catch something, you guys will be able to see. I think, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is glassy, ain't it? Yeah, the wind just died. And I mean, it's just turning out to be freaking gorgeous. Yeah, the only part that sucks is all the fish I see breaking the surface. Everything's way out in the center. But that doesn't matter, man. I've caught them, and I've seen Maddie catch them in 1.5 foot of water. Hey Sandra, what's going on? Man, what a gorgeous day. Not even 10 o'clock yet. Let's see what Martin's saying here. Yep. Yeah, when I fish those little reservoirs, once they open up, I'll be fishing them quite a bit. I've had them follow it for 20 feet right into shore, and 8 feet off the bank, boom, they decide to hit it, and they're only in about 1 foot of water. But I mean, they're not monster fish. They're only, between 10 and 13 inches. But they're still fun to catch, man, especially on a fly rod. Brother Matty, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. So I got one pole in the water with power bait on it, going for catfish, and then I got my fly rod here with I got this little red fly with red hackle, and then it's got the peacock harrow wrapped around its body, and it's got a short tail. I can't believe how that peacock looks in the water, man. It actually throws a flash. Okay, a big fish just came through because I see wake in the water. He's probably coming up looking at my strike indicator. That's what I got on there. Yeah, she stacked up a little bit on me. Can't blame it on the wind on that one. Not even a bite yet. So when I first got here, I had a white egg fly on with a blood spot in it. Then I went to a copper john, and now I got this red fly on with the peacock body. I seen in one of Maddie's live streams across the pond they were fishing. Stuart was over there, and Stuart was just sitting there looking in the water on his fishing platform, and then just reaches over and grabs his net and just jerks a probably about a 3-pound rainbow, or I think it was a rainbow, out of the water with the net right in front of him. Nope, no fish yet. HCB Chemistry, how's it going, man? Welcome. What I like about this water, it's so clear. When fish come at your indicator or your fly, you can see them. My next cast, I'm going to try to put it right in front of those trees. Man, it turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous day. Yep, fish are still screwing around out there. Yeah, there's still topwater action going on out there. And this, like I said, this fly is only about 2 feet below the surface, so this should be an adequate choice. I got my fly rod out right here, and then behind me I've got another pull on with power bait. Hey Doug, what's going on, man? Nah, it's not going too good. The wind died down. I haven't had a bite yet. I'm on my third fly. There is. Not right here in front of me, but actually, I see the wake. Something just jumped right out here in front of me. But most of them are out in the center, but there is a lot of topwater action going on right now. This fly I got on is probably perfect for these kind of conditions. Yeah, I think something did roll out there because there's wakes from it. Yeah, I just looked out in the center and a fucking at least a 4-pound trout jumped. Came completely out of the water. So I think this fly I'm running, it's staying about 2 feet under the surface. Hey, Luminary, what's going on? I'll show you guys what I got. I don't know what a yellow dancer is. I tried let's see, I had a white egg on with a blood spot in it. What the hell I got going on here? Got the sucker on backwards. Yeah. And then I had a copper john on. No luck with that. But I do have some yellow flies. No way. I just thought I just heard that bell. Yeah, let me pull some flies out and show you guys. See what you think. So, I got this thing. I don't know if you could call that it's got a bead head on it. That's one of my yellow ones. Is it a, oh, and then I got this. Is a yellow dancer a criminoid, or is it a nymph or a fly? So let's see here. That was about it for yellow. I mean, I got some bees. I got this little tiny sucker here. There's a long tail. And a bead head, huh? Okay. Well, I don't know what you call this. I thought this was like a Damsel. But there's this little guy, and it's got an articulating tail. Hey Rob, what's going on, man? I don't know what you think about that one. Like I said, it's a, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll put that sucker on there. Yeah, I've never tried this before. I'll give it a shot. No indicator. Gotcha. Let's see, I think this guy was in here. No, it does not float. Who was this guy? Should have been in there. Okay, there's that one. Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, once I get this fly tied on, I'm gonna throw it out here in front of me and kind of see what the drop looks like on it. drops. Oh hell, that's a real slow drop. Nice. A little bit of stack on me, not bad. Those are those damn swallows, those mud dauber swallows. Ooh, I think a fish just went after that thing, I think. Yeah, they're a little swallow. They get up in these trees and make little mud houses. Usually they get in the eaves of your roof of your house or your barn, and they build nests, and they're just super messy. Okay, I think they're grabbing, I think they're going for bugs that are flying, little tiny black gnats. I've already tried that here and didn't have any luck with it. That's an awesome fly too. Same thing, it goes about 3 feet below the surface. Oh yeah, I can see it. Okay. What kind of action I gotta use there? Every once in a while, give it a pop like that. Man, that thing is just lights up in the water. Here comes that fucking wind. Yeah, the wind. Oh, it changed direction too, it looks like. So when I pulled that thing up to the surface, and it was a 12 count, and it went right above where the vegetation is, about 3.5 feet in the water on a 12 count. was almost in range right out here. Okay. I'm going to cast out front here. That was a nice fish, man. Beautiful fish. Oh no, those are swallows. Those are mud daubers. What they're doing is they go over here along the bank and they get mud. And then what they're doing is they're flying along and they're skimming the water and getting water mixed with the mud. That's what they're doing. Hey Jerry, what's going on, man? Hey Glenn. Yeah, I've heard they eat a lot of bugs. They're probably grabbing them off the top of the water too, you know. Hell, they might even be going for mosquito larvae, but I think it's still a little too early here because it's still getting down to the mid-20s at night. beautiful. Yeah, another one just jumped right out here in front of us, probably about 50 yards. Hey Gator, what's going on, man? See if I missed anybody else here. Thanks for coming in, brother. No slack line, yep. Dip in the water. So if even if I'm working action, trying to give it a little fly and or a little vibration to the fly, and still keep the tip in the water, even when I'm doing that, Doug. Okay. All right. I got you, man. Just lift it a couple inches out of the water, do my vibration thing, and then put it right back in the water. With this Damsel, I'm just kind of, or Damsel, I'm kind of just giving like one short jerk, a couple long jerks, let it set for a few seconds, then do a couple long jerks, one short one. Yeah, if I got slack, yep. second time I've done that. I hooked my pole behind me. Hook the line. Man, when you get it right, it sure fucking feels good. Right out now. Here. All right, Jerry, thanks for stopping in, man. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of moving around here off the end of this, inside of this dock. Got some water in my glass because what time is it? 10:29. Been here for almost 3 hours. Positive vibes, baby. Positive vibes. Man, it has turned out to be just a freaking gorgeous day. Can't believe how clear that water is, man. See if I can show you guys that. You guys will be able to see it or not. See how clear that water is. Those weeds you're looking at, they're actually probably about 3 feet below the surface. Yep, that was sweet right there. Oh, duck fight. Now he's heading right over to his female. You get out of here too, you bitch. Ornery bastard. Uterus. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I'll have good luck in bright sunshine, sometimes not so good of luck. And it depends on what I'm fishing for, too. I caught some of my biggest trout in rivers in Washington in February in the middle of snowstorms. I've caught 2 huge fish doing that. About a 7-pound cutthroat and 10-pound bull trout. And they were both in February in the middle of the snowstorms. fish at here? Okay, I'm still bending in my back cast. You guys can see it. Northern fly fishing outdoors. Doug is a guy, and he teaches fly fishing. Yeah, see, I got that wind back here now. It's on me, so I'm gonna hold off on casting. Yep, it sure the hell is. Bait fishing is boring after you fly fished. You know, and these fish here are actually they're kind of tough to catch. I mean, you can catch them with bait and with marshmallows and power bait. You know, I've been here and seen guys catching them, and you know, I have yet to catch a fish in here. I've got some good strikes, but you know, I enjoy the art of fly fishing. But I'm gonna let this wind die down a little bit because I know it'll kick my ass. I'll wind up either catching my other pole or this piling behind me. Yep. That's the rush right there, man. Well, it can be. Wind can be my friend. Okay. I got the end of that rod stuck in my cuff. Hopefully it can function. Okay. You know, I just felt something in this rod that I never felt before. I get it. I'm gonna leave that sucker right there, man. That felt pretty good. But the way it shot out on my final forward cast, it bottomed out. It was going a lot faster than normal for some reason. I don't know. Like I said, I felt something. I felt the rod snap on the end of it. I haven't been able to do that with this rod because I've been using my wrist, even on my forward cast. If you do this, you have to use the power of the rod. You don't have a choice, man. That was pretty awesome. I can pay more line out now. That was pretty freaking awesome. Make sure I'm not hung up now. Good. Okay, well, that didn't go. That wind caught me on that one. Throw it back in the trees. Fuck yeah, man. Huh. There's the rivers for good brown fishing. The only ones I really know of are way up in the northeastern corner of Washington State. Pondere River's got big browns in it. Sullivan Lake had still has the world record. I thought it got broke. It hasn't. So it's held the world state record for brown trout for just over 60 years, and it was 22 pounds. Hell yeah, man. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm still bending my wrist. But when I got this sucker in there, stuck in my sleeve, don't bend your wrist. That makes a hell of a difference, man. Allison Long, hello. Yeah, 22-pound German brown's pretty nice fish. But I think the ocean run might get bigger. I don't know. We do have an ocean run now in Washington State. It started about 11 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, when I drove by the Yakima River this morning, it was just screaming high water. No, Allison, this isn't Dale Hollow. This is in central Washington State. This is a little lake by Ellensburg. Yep. Yeah, I still got a bad habit of doing that, but by tucking that rod in my sleeve, it feels kind of awkward. Well, it is awkward because I was bending my wrists all the time, and I shouldn't be doing that. But I can get it out there further doing it. You know, having that end of my rod stuck in my sleeve. That's a good idea, man. I had a strap. Yeah, no need for the big push at the end. That's probably when I get my leader stacking on me. That's probably from that. I'm gonna have a smoke, and then I'm gonna reel that other rod in and check the bait. Why it collapses. Gotcha. Okay, guys, I got another guy here, so I'm gonna bring my rod in, my bait rod. How you going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Good luck.
You too.
Yeah, I sort of gave up the wind. I'm sick of it. Yeah, it's picking up pretty good now. I guess you can't win them all, right? Hey Errol, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's spring. Yeah, I usually I'll do a road trip. We're gonna go someplace and we'll either have fish and chips or a burger. Hey Fat Cat, what's up, man? Yeah, the wind finally just, it's. I could stay out here and bait fish, but I'm not really into it today. get you guys in. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna end the stream, guys, because I'm only gonna get about 20 minutes of drive time. And what I want to do is I want to see if there's a chippy in this town, because I want to see if they got good fish and chips. Hopefully they do. And then what I'll do is I'll get them, and then I will start another stream doing a fish and chips review. Great, I was going to go to that bathroom and take a leak, but I see an old guy heading in there. If he's in there for more than just a couple minutes, I think I might find another place to take a leak. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So 3 hours and 30 minutes. 54 likes. Thank you guys so much for everything. Appreciate y'all. I'll probably be back in about 20 minutes with a hopefully with a fish and chip review.